Kandi in the Game. Look, I know this is late and all that stuff, and I know actually a new episode of Kandi in the Game actually comes on tonight. Um, since it's Sunday, but I didn't want to make the video too long, um, and so that's why I just didn't include it with this episode that's coming on tonight. So, yeah. Not to be confused, this is not the new episode of Kandi in the Game that's coming on tonight. This is last week's episode. Okay. So we see everybody at the restaurant. We get like a little FaceTime call or whatever from Brandon. Y'all know he's on suspension right now. Um, from the show and everything. Also, I watched Brandon on Speak on It on Candy's channel, and it was really good. Um, keep saying Brandon. I mean Brian. Um, I watched Brian speak on it, and Brian is the one that's currently suspended. As far as the show, from the restaurant. Um, I adore Brian. I adore Brian, and he's just great, and he's been through a lot in his life. And just watch that speak on it on Candy's channel. I think it's Kandi Online, her YouTube channel. Just make sure to watch it. If I remember, I'll put it in the bottom section below. But make sure you watch it. It's really good. Anyway, so we saw Brian. Then we see Brandon and Dominique. And they sneaking off in closets together, kissing and stuff at work. And I really hope that work out between y'all, because most work relationships do not work, in my opinion, and it shouldn't work, because it just, if you just so happen to, like I say all the time, if you just so happen to find the love of your life at work, then great. But if not, then don't force anything. Don't get a job. Like, if you're a straight man, don't get a job just because you notice there's a lot of pretty girls that work there, because that's your ultimate goal, is to sleep with as many of them as possible. You're not going to win in that case. It's never going to work out for you. You might hit up one or two that might be down for it, but eventually it's going to get messy, and eventually conversations are going to start to happen, and eventually it's going to be drama, and it's all going to be because of you. So I don't know. That's not the case with this particular situation, but I just, at work romances is just a no for me, unless I just so happen to fall in love with somebody at work, which is probably not going to happen, because I'm there to get my check only. If I make friends along the way, cool, but I'm not looking for no romances at work, child. We just so happen to, if we end up together, we just end up together magically. But I'm not going to go there for that. And, because it becomes a thing of being unfair. Dominique, because Brandon is a manager, Dominique can get away with certain stuff that the other ones can't. That's not right. That's not right. When it comes to business, you should try, in my mind, most places are not like this way, but you should try to be as fair as possible to everybody, whether you like them or not. If it's the right thing to do, it's the right thing to do. If it's the right thing to promote this person, even though you don't personally like them, then that's what you need to do. It's all for the betterment of the business, correct? I would think so. But, when people start being friends and family and all that starts meshing, it gets complicated. Anyway, so yeah, we see that. What else we see? So we see Safari, which is Patrick's girlfriend, beautiful girl, and Patrick they come into the OLGs. Apparently she's vegan or vegetarian, but anyway, they ordered cornbread and water, I think. First of all, Patrick, you're cheap, because you know that you work there, so you probably get a discount and don't have to pay. And B, don't cornbread got eggs and milk and all that in it? So, I mean, vegan? Okay. But anyway, they got the cornbread, and Brandon was the only one eating the damn cornbread. I didn't even see her eating the cornbread. So I was just like, child. And Chandrika and Patrick used to have a thing. She was like, so out of all the restaurants in Atlanta, you chose this one to come to. But Patrick he gives me that kind of petty person, and on a few episodes back, he was in a situation where he had to be with Chandrika's man, when they had went to that restaurant together. Um, and so maybe this was just like get back. People how people are mad petty. So anyway, um, then I think Torrin walked in, or they called Torrin over, and that's when Patrick told Torrin that he will no longer be in charge of the decorating of his housewarming, whatever, his party. That now Safari will be in charge because Safari told him to fire Torrin, and that's what he did. Patrick has admitted to being whipped and all that kind of stuff, and I didn't like how it was done. And my question that I asked on Twitter was, Safari, if you were that good of an event planner, why didn't Patrick go to you from the beginning? Why didn't he talk to you about this from the beginning versus just now? You see what I'm saying? It's like your man didn't go to you immediately because clearly he thought that you wasn't up for the job. But now, I'm just going to just control this and control this and control this and da-da-da-da. While I'm on it, a little later on in the episode, I think Patrick went to Safari's place. And so they decided to write down a list of who's coming to the party, his housewarming, who's not. She said that no, Torrin's not coming because it's just gonna be messy. He's gonna be mad or whatever that he got fired. Chandrika's hell no, she's definitely not coming. And it was just like everybody that he mentioned that was friends of his, she was just like, nah, I'm not feeling it. I don't know. And then she goes, oh, well, I don't think that he needs to have a housewarming because he doesn't need everybody to know where he stays. I'm like, first of all, this is a grown-ass, buff-ass man. Second of all, you have no idea how many people you run into on a regular basis. Third of all, you don't know what friendships he's developed over the years. Fourth of all, you crazy and you looking insecure. You pretty, but that has nothing to do with insecurity or self-esteem. 5, girl, what you got going on? Don't he live in the back of the restaurant? And don't he stay with Patrick? Melvin, his cousin? So they all got some of the same friends, so how wouldn't you think they would come anyway? Because Melvin can invite them. And so I'm just like, girl, and then the most important thing is that you don't stay there. So how can you tell him you don't need to let everybody know? If your man gonna cheat, Safari, he gonna cheat. You can stop Torrin from being an event planner. You can block Chandrika from coming to the house or anybody else. But if your man gonna cheat, he gonna cheat. Ain't he the valet? Ain't he be conducting traffic? Hell, a cute girl roll by, he can easily just slip in her car, then go to the room or something. Once work over, child, who you think you is? Pretty girl. I don't like her. P.S. I'm not gonna lift it up because it's kind of nasty looking, but Folgers got some damn coffee bags, like tea bags. I had no idea that they had that. I would have been getting this instead of, dipping the actual coffee and doing all. I ain't got time for all that. I didn't know they had this. I've always had Folgers in my cup. Y'all stop being nasty. But anyway, yeah, so I just thought that was weird. I thought that was weird. And I was like, Patrick, you ain't gonna have no friends fooling around with. Let me see. Brandon, he had a party. He has a beautiful family. He invited the crew. Torrin came. Dominique came, even though she said she wasn't gonna come. Patrick came and Safari came. It was, I get Brandon, he's excited. I guess he's going around telling everybody that Dominique is his girlfriend and all that kind of stuff. And so he met her parents and he was like, oh yeah, this is the one right here and all that. You just, oh my God, y'all act like y'all ain't never had pussy before. Like, I don't get it. Like, no disrespect to my girls out there, but I'm just saying, like, y'all see a cute girl and y'all lose y'all mind. What I really think it is that a lot of people, when they were younger, they wasn't popping like that. They wasn't the cool kid, maybe. They wasn't the popular kid. They wasn't the most attractive kid, whatever, growing up in high school and stuff. And so now that they are, now that they look a whole lot better than what they did, and everybody wasn't cute all the way growing up, and have had moments and stuff. Um, I think that now they're popping, and hot and all that. Now it's like, oh yes, this is my chance. I can get the pretty girl now, and they just lose their mind. And I think that's what's happening with Patrick and Brandon in particular, because I mean they just so pressed, and my God, my God, my God. Either they're super pressed off one girl and they just so much in love and bowing at her feet, or they hoes, to make up for lost times when they couldn't get the fine girl in school, and now they can. So yeah. Anyway, um, so I was just like, oh Lord, and then there's pressure for Dominique, because Dominique, she cool, she like Brandon and all that. She can see herself with Brandon, but that don't mean she want to be with Brandon. Brandon wants to be with Dominique, and Dominique is like, Dominique is thinking more like me, child. We work together. This can get real messy, and also we're in two different directions in life. You want to do something ultimately that's completely different from what I want to do. And Dominique is a dancer. If she really do hit it big as a dancer, she's gonna be on the road a lot. And so, what's the point of being together then? Because it's gonna be a long distance relationship. And Dominique, if she's smart, she ain't gonna let nobody stop her bag, especially a man. And she not gonna fall dumb in love and then just forget her dreams, and before you know it, pregnant, and boom, boom, boom. And what about being a dancer and all that kind of stuff, child? It's out the window now. What, 10 years in? Like, so, Dominique, she knows where she wants to go, and Brandon just wants to sit back and be a girlfriend, because be a boyfriend. And a lot of people say, especially men, a lot of men say that they don't mind a career woman, and oh, she can handle her business and all that kind of stuff. I love the fact that she independent, whoop to whoop. They say that, but most of them really just be wanting their mama reincarnated. Most of them really just be wanting you to sit at home and cook and clean and raise kids and all that. And not that there's anything wrong with that, of course, but I'm saying it's a very um old way of thinking, that you, instead of you having it all and being able to do all, it's like, oh, I just want you to sit back and just be my wife, and I'll take care of everything, but so Dominique is not that type, honey, and I appreciate that and respect that about her. And it's just, if you want to do that, there's nothing wrong with that, either way. But as long as that's something you want to do, if you want to do things, and have a career, whatever you want to do in life, you should be able to do that as well, is all I'm saying. And a lot of times it's just not reciprocated when it comes to men. You are allowed to fall, you can fall back and chill out and kind of put your dreams to the side, but they won't necessarily do that for you. Oftentimes it's just as an outsider looking in. That's all. Anyway, I spent too much time on that. But I wish both Brandon and Dominique the best. But do I think they should be together? No. Now, the main thing in this episode was they wanted to have a group meeting where Kandi and Todd actually came in. They wanted to have a meeting with everybody working at the restaurant, child. They specifically told Brandon not to come. Not Brandon, Philip. They told Philip not to come to this, because they was hoping for everybody to express their dislike or concerns when it comes to Philip. None of that happened. None of that happened. We got the waiters and the waitresses and the dishwashers up there talking about dirty towels and unclean menus and filthy napkins laying on the floor. I'm like, pick the shit up, wash it, throw it in the dryer. Take a Lysol wipe and wipe that thing off. I'm just like, why are we talking about this? They wasted time on that kind of stuff. Chandrika told one of the girls to shut the hell up because she's sick of her talking and stuff. Patrick also used this moment to out Chandrika when they were out at the restaurant. And Chandrika was saying that she ain't hardly getting paid nothing at the OLG. Said that she could have been getting paid more at the Family Dollar than working down here with Kandi and them. And so I was just like, ooh, Patrick, it was kind of a... I mean, I know Candy's your cousin and all, and she takes care of you and everybody else. But that was kind of... I didn't like that, Patrick. I was going to call you something, but I'm going to let that go. But I didn't like that, Patrick. Excuse me. See, that's why I ain't saying God don't like ugly. See how quick he gets you together? But she was kind of a... I didn't like that. But anyway, so yeah, I thought it was pointless. Nobody talked about, and Brian wasn't there because he had been suspended. I just felt like Brian would have told the truth, I feel. Which one? Aunt Bertha said that she spoke to Brandon one day and he ignored her, walked right past her. And so she got up and he got up and hugged Aunt Bertha. That was funny. I just feel like with this particular situation, everybody should have been there, including Philip, and they should have got Brian back as well. That's what I feel. Or maybe at least leave Philip off and keep like they didn't talk about none of the real issues. That's what I didn't get. When it came to them, and Philip has left an impression on the show, so to speak. And so I just wish they would have talked about Philip more, but they didn't. It was really a waste of time, to be honest. Yeah. Where I feel like Kandi and Todd did wrong at is I feel like they should have talked to everybody from the beginning. They should have had this big cast meet up probably consistently, but definitely before this show or whenever. They should have reintroduced everybody once everybody got back together, said everybody's clear roles. This is what you do, this is what you do, this is what you do, this is what you do. This is who you talk to, this is who you deal with, etc. So everybody would be under the same understanding at the same time. That's what should have happened. Versus talking to people individually. That doesn't work. Philip didn't even know Torrin was there. Torrin didn't even know that Philip was there. Didn't nobody seem to know that Brian was coming back. It's just like, what is going on? Where's the communication? The heads, which is Todd and Kandi, should have set everybody down as a group like they did tonight and not talk about napkins and dirty menus and filthy towels. And they should have talked about what all the supplies everybody need, the roles that everybody got, who everybody is, who coming back, who leaving, etc. It just get a group meeting. I don't understand. The biggest issue with every single relationship, it seems, is communication. Whether it's a work relationship, family, friends, whatever, communication. Always the biggest issue for the most part. Everybody should have been clear on who Philip is, what he's here to do, etc. Didn't happen. So we're going to see what tonight's episode gives. Yeah, we're going to see. I was gonna say some things about Philip and stuff, but I'm gonna wait to tonight's episode and see what it gives. Whew, my ear hurts. You know how like when you sleep with your earrings in and then they're sore in the mornings because you done rolled over and did whatever. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I'll see you guys later on. With that said, I'm MrChalaki. MrChalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at Iskinsworld on Instagram and Twitter. At Iskinsworld89 on Snapchat, Chase King on Facebook, MrChalaki on Cash App and PayPal, and as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later.